welcome back to the Film and TV channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and please, if you can give us a like what we try and do, or I try and do on here, if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be great, and press that notification button. Please tell your friends about these vlogs on film and TV, reviews and information vlogs, and of course my little other channel on my football team, Manchester City, as well. If that's of any interest, have a check of that if you can. And give your mates a push if you know anyone who might be interested in Manchester City. So, right, today we're going to have a look at a new series, a brand new series on one of the big streaming sites. We're going to look at Reacher today. Reacher, 8 times 40-minute episodes approximately. I watched this on Prime Video, so obviously if you've got Amazon Prime, watch it on there, or check your streaming site or availability wherever you are, whatever country you're in. It's based, of course, on the Jack Reacher book series by Lee Child, and this 8-episode first season is based on the first book, I think, the debut novel, which I've not read. I'll talk about that in a minute. Killing Floor. Child's 1997 debut novel, and was released on Prime on the February the 4th, 2022. So I'm doing this a couple of days later. He's a former US Army military policeman, if you don't know much about Jack Reacher. Visit the fictional rural town of Margrave, Georgia, and quickly becomes embroiled in a clash with the criminal conspiracy that killed his brother. Alan Ritchson is Jack Reacher, a little bit taller and bigger than Mr. Cruz, that's for sure. Maxwell Jenkins is a young Reacher. There are some flashbacks. Malcolm Goodwin as Oscar Finley, captain and chief detective of the Margrave Police Department. Willa Fitzgerald as Roscoe Conklin. Reacher's sort of love interest. If you know anything about Reacher in the books, he doesn't really do love interests. They don't last too long. He moves on, but that's what she is. The former captain she plays of the MPD before Finley was hired, with both a strong sense of idealism and a gift for investigation. Of course, she has Chris Webster as KJ Kleiner, a spoiled son of Mr. Kleiner. We'll talk about him in a second. Bruce McGill as Mayor Grover Teal, the corrupt chief of police and Kilner's henchman. Maria Sten as Francis Neagley, a former army investigator who worked with Reacher. And yes, Curry Graham as Kilner himself, Kilner Sr., the owner of Kilner Industries and a powerful figure in Margrave. Is it any good? Right, let's have a look at this. Is it any good? Rotten Tomatoes, 87% positivity, a rating of 7 out of 10. So that's fine, nothing wrong with that. That's based on 38 critics. And the consensus reads, Reacher captures the trademark bulk of its titular hero while trading away some of his definition, but fans of the novels will find plenty to love about this faithful adaptation. Well, I'm a fan, did I? I'll tell you in a minute. Metacritic, we use as a weighted average, assigned a score of 66 out of 100. That's based on critics numbering 14, yes, and Metacritic 8 positive, 6 mixed, and 0 negative. So not a total cheerleaders for this one. Alan Sepinwall, he's from Rolling Stone. He said he only gave it 40 out of 100 and said the books live and die by Reacher himself. Very true. As this dirty ass-kicking genius. He never carries anything around with him, does he? What sort of deodorant does he use? I have no idea. He never changes his clothes half the time. He just buys new ones as and when. If he's not interested, none of it is. So far, we've got one on-screen Jack Reacher who had the charisma but not the size, and another where the reverse is true. So not very kind. But Terry Taronis from Paste, obviously a bit more friendlier with it, 80 out of 100. Reacher, the TV series, he says, yes, Terry, doesn't have the star power of the films that preceded it, but in many ways it has the potential to be even more successful by providing a deeper look into a complex character. Reacher could do for Jack Reacher what Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan did for its titular character. I'll comment on that as well in a bit. In another Amazon series, take an existing franchise beloved by many in a fun new direction. Internet Movie Database, wait for this. Are you sitting down, guys? 8.7 out of 10. That's massive, isn't it? 8.7 out of 10. And it's not based on a few hundred reviews. That's based on 12,883 scores and reviews. But of that 12,883, a massive and totally bonkers 42% have given it 10 out of 10. I'm sorry. You know me. Nothing is a 10 out of 10. And this is way short of a 10 out of 10. So I've just totally ignored those. But it's still positive, don't worry. I'm not discounting how well liked this series is. 7,087 people scored it between 6 and 9. and just 299 scored it between 2 and 5. So I've ignored a few 1 out of 10s, but there's not many of them. So that's 96% positivity. Again, very high for me, extremely high, but it is what it is. Right, I'm a big fan of the books. This is what I think of it. And the audio books. I do listen to a lot of Jack Reacher and Mr. Child's books. And I like what it is I like about it. I'm not going to say these are the deepest stories in the world, of course they're not, but they are simple stories, and it's ideal for me because I sort of either listen or read in sort of segments, anywhere from 5 minutes to sort of 30 minutes at bedtime. So I'm sort of trying to doze off if I've got an early start in the morning. So they are perfect because they don't overcomplicate things. It's dead easy to get into the characters. They don't overdo the characters too much, and that's the books. I'm talking about the books now. I'm not saying this TV series lives up to it, but that's why I like Jack Reacher. That's why I like Lee Child's books. I've certainly read many and listened to many more better books of action thriller books, but it's just the way they're laid out. It's just the way they are. So I'm coming at this from that point of view. Alan Ritchson, of course, certainly a better physical fit than the movie versions of Mr. Tom Cruise, who's about 5'2", isn't he, or something? I'm not too sure. Obviously, Mr. Reacher's supposed to be, I think he's supposed to be 6'5" or 6'4". I can't remember which. His brothers, one of them's 6'4", one's 6'5", his brother as well. And he does an okay job as Reacher. Doesn't always hit the characters' personalities for me, but you know. But it's okay, it's fine. As I say, the trouble is when you do read a book or listen to the books, you do get your own vision of what a character should be. But say it is fine, and I'm sure as the series progresses, which I'm sure it will do, you will sort of grow more and more on me. But as I said, I'm reading books all the time at the moment, so whether we'll ever connect, whether we'll ever come together, me reading the book and this guy on the series is the same, is open to question, because as I say, I carry on trying to read and listen to as many as I can now over the next few months, if you like. I was unfamiliar with this novel because I tended to read them in different orders, just as and when I've read them. So I've not particularly started at book one, which isn't the greatest idea, of course it's not. But so I've not read this one. Will it ruin it as a book? Possibly. If it sticks very to the actual plot of the book, then it will. But I will obviously still read the book, hopefully in a few weeks to months time, months, whatever. And I might have forgot what happened in this series by then. And it is but looking at this, if it is based fairly squarely on the book, it is a good watch because there's a lot of multiple murders, a lot of conspiracy, which doesn't always work in some of the other books. It's not as overly complicated as this one, so it's probably ideal to start the series off. Say some of the other books possibly have more, if you read a book or listen to the books I listen to, more a one-off film feel rather than this, which is, say, split into 8 episodes. Despite this, I thought it was perhaps possibly 2 or 3 episodes too long. 5 or 6 episodes for this would have been tighter, given what we were given on screen. They could have used other things to fill the time, but I thought it was just a little bit. I won't say I got bored, but obviously as a binge watch, it did. I sort of did wander. My mind did wander occasionally, but it is. I say, as far as this, it is a worthy effort. I'm not going to criticise it too much, although I am criticising it because I just thought it was a worthy effort. Better, as I said, probably better watch, not as a binge watch. And of course, we mentioned Jack Ryan before, another Amazon series, didn't we? Very similar. If you like Jack Ryan, I don't foresee any problems why you wouldn't like this as well, to be honest with you. Obviously, he's a bit more, what's the word? The Reacher character is a bit more indestructible, perhaps, than you imagine the Jack Ryan is. So that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not too sure. But obviously, it's what you like to watch. I said the flashbacks to his youth as well, which not many. There's some also seem a little less interesting than the book homages, but we've had quite a few now in the books I've read. So within the 8 episodes, because I said he could probably done it in 5 or 6, perhaps he could have expanded that just a little bit more to show his previous life with his mother and father, etc. And we do get to know a bit more about his mother in this episode, but there is perhaps a lot more to it than we do get to see in this series, to be honest with you. But the kids do look pretty alike as youngsters, and not so much the adults. Jack and Joe, when we do see a scene with them both in it, don't really look as adults alike, which most people say they do. They have to do a second take, but obviously it doesn't quite work in the adults. Although it is fairly good with the kids, unfortunately. But that's only a minor quibble. Okay, Reacher as a book character has you on his side all the time. For me, as I said, I didn't read it from book one, but I just liked him already as a character. With this series, probably not that instant attraction to me, and I don't really feel the same about his character or personality in this TV version as I've come to like in the book. Now I've probably read a dozen, 15 books so far, but I'm willing to let this series progress, and I'm willing to let his character grow on me. But one of Amazon's better recent efforts, of course it is, and I look forward to Series 2. Not exactly on the edge of my seat, but then again, I've got the books to look forward to as well, haven't I? So that's probably why. So my score, yeah, I'm going to give it a very good 7 out of 10. I'm not going 10 out of 10s and 9 out of 10s, which most of the public seem to give it. I don't know. I mean, it is a good series, guys, but it's not that good. Yeah, you know, it's there in black and white, and there's only so many crew members can give it a 10 out of 10. So obviously there's quite a few thousand. So I'm sure they weren't all involved in the series or all connected with Amazon, if you like. So in all fairness, so we'll give it a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you think, guys. And 7 out of 10 for a TV series for me is up there with the highest ratings I give anything. So yeah, that's my view on it. Anyway, let me know what you think. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. What we're going to do the rest of the day. Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So me here again, please, on the film and TV channel, I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.